Guys, it's Daryl. As usual, I went on a 4 mile walk and I do my best thinking. This is going to be a quick, pointless, depressing talk about guns. I thought about it from all angles and let's go right through it. All right, we have a problem with shootings in this country, mass shootings, domestic violence shootings. What do you do about it? All right, do you ban guns? Do you ban all guns? How's that going to work? Are people just going to hand them in? There's millions and millions and millions of billions of guns out in America right now. Are people going to hand them in willingly? No. What you're going to have is people hoarding guns. Then you're going to have probably something similar to the black market to a prohibition with alcohol. I could see the same thing taking effect if guns were illegal. All right. You're going to have a criminal element dealing in guns. The common man is going to want protection. It wouldn't work. It's not going to work. What if you ban some guns? All right. AR-15s or assault weapons. What do you define an assault weapon as? I don't know. Let's get to, let's cut the bullshit here too. People talk, well, you can't hunt with an AR-15. No, you can't. Let's cut to the chase here. A lot of people in America, a lot of families, a lot of fathers, husbands want AR-15s in case they have to shoot and protect their family against multiple people. That's the bottom line. Let's cut the bullshit about shooting squirrels or whatever. That's the truth. And so you know what? Our Second Amendment, it's about protecting yourself from the possibility of the government getting out of control or another situation. It might actually, in this world, I don't think, first of all, I don't think outlawing or how are you going to outlaw them? There's millions of them already, again, of these assault weapons. And second of all, they do serve some purpose. They do serve some protective element as a deterrent. They do. I don't see that working. So gun control. What about 3D printers? Our technology nowadays. You could outlaw all guns and people could easily make more. When were guns invented? Off the top of my head, a couple hundred years ago, hundreds of years ago. If they could make guns, sure as hell, people could make guns now. You know what? You could take every gun away from every person in the United States and there'd be probably millions of them again tomorrow. Doesn't seem possible now, does it? Outlawing guns, not going to work. It's just not going to work. The barn door's open, the cow's out, and it's not going to work. Okay, let's go to mental health. How are you going to do that? How are you going to flag people? There's some people that are somewhat have mental illness from an early age. There's some people that get it later on. There's 100 or 1,000 different kinds of mental illness due to stress, due to disease. How the hell are you going to flag these? There's going to be people that are fine, and due to the basic stresses of our life, there's going to be people that are susceptible to these stresses and are going to snap. How the hell are you going to flag all these people? How are you going to do that? There's hundreds or thousands of different mental illnesses. Adam Lanza, the Newtown shooter near here. He didn't even look normal, but he could also be perceived as a genius, and he probably was on a lot of levels. His mother could have and should have made sure he didn't get his hands on any weapons, but hindsight's 20/20. There's some basic things here where people that have committed violent gun crimes probably shouldn't have guns. Domestic violence, people that have a history of domestic violence probably shouldn't have guns. People that are currently have a drug or alcohol problem probably shouldn't have access to firearms and that. And man, that one comes close to me. I got 13 years clean. That's even tricky. How do you do this? There's no... Okay, let's go to good guy with a gun now. Say we let everybody keep their guns. And you got the good guy with the gun theory. My problem, and seriously, what scares me is everybody is susceptible to stressors. So now you're giving a specific person access to a whole array of targets, say a school. You're arming him and you're trusting him. How the hell do you know that this person doesn't have a mental disease, a mental problem, isn't having multiple stressors in his life, his kids getting taken away, divorce, his house being foreclosed, and he's just hitting a breaking point? We're all capable of giving into stress. So this could be the worst case scenario where you're providing somebody with an array of targets and a weapon. Now, I'm not saying there's people I think that have a history of being a good guy. People with law enforcement background, people with a background in military. But then again, too, the military, from what I understand, is there's a lot of stressors. People walk away from the military, I think, too, with a lot of underlying stress issues, too. What appears to be a good check. The guy that shot the sniper, the U.S. sniper, he had even this guy, the best sniper in America, thought this guy was a good guy. I assume he was a good judge of character. I can't remember the guy's name now. And he ended up getting shot by this guy, this vet that he was trying to help that had military, backgrounds, PTSD. That's what I'm saying is, how do you spot this? You give a guy, you want to arm somebody to protect us, but how, in the end, you're never gonna be sure. So this is why I named this video, pointless with no answer. It's kind of depressing. Okay, and this all came up when I watched Eminem's video. Funny thing, when I watched his video, gun control didn't even occur to me. What occurred to me was the mental aspect of it, the mental condition. Like I've told you guys in other videos, I'm strong on empathy and putting myself in other people's positions, how that they feel. And as I watched that video, due to Eminem's incredible work with just describing with words, his amazing genius with lyrics, plus the video itself, I got lost in the character. I'll be honest with you guys, it took me a couple hours to shake off a really black feeling after I watched that video. And to be honest with you guys, like I said, I've got a history with drugs and alcohol background, and that video hit me hard in that aspect. Alone in the dark, the drugs and alcohol, it brought back all sorts of memories for me. I suppose Eminem created that video as trying to in some way help with this gun situation, with the problem with mass shootings in the country. You do what you can. You try to do what you can. When I watched the video, I could just relate to the mental deterioration aspect of it. The gun part, in my head, a person like that could find 100 different ways to create a massive casualty situation, and not even involving a gun. And I'm not even going to name them or ideas here, but it wouldn't be that hard. It wouldn't take a gun to accomplish somebody that has dark intentions. So that's all I came up with. That's it. No answers. None. A lot of gun control, and I consider myself a liberal and a Democrat, and I don't see taking away people's guns or gun regulation as an answer here. Like I said, the barn door is open, man. The cow is out. I think we're flawed as humans. We created a beautiful, wonderful thing here, America, our freedom, the right to bear arms, but people are flawed. And along with that becomes, there's a flaw in all this freedom and beauty. There's a flaw that it's going to be misused. And I don't have the answers today. All right. You guys have a good Saturday.